Hi guys, welcome to Linux and YouTube channel. My name is Ram Mishra and I am your online instructor. So what's in this video? In this video I will tell you how to configure auto mount Samba share in rhel8. So guys, let's begin the topic. But before start the lab session, we have to understand few points, which is what is Samba server and their use cases, especially in the auto mounting environment. So for the demonstration purpose, I have a lab scenario for you. Please look at that. Guys, this is my Samba server lab setup environment. So the first question come in our mind is, what is Samba server? So Samba is an open source implementation of server message block, which is known as SMB, and common internet file system CIFS protocols that provide file and print services between clients across the various operating systems. In Red Hat Enterprise Linux, the Samba package provides the Samba server. And if I talk about the Auto-Mounter, so Auto-Mounter is a service which is formerly known as AutoFS that automatically mount share on demand and will automatically unmount when they are no longer used. So here I have two tested virtual machine. First machine acting as a Linux Samba server with the hostname server1.example.com with the IP address 192.168.0.1 and running Linux OS is rhel 8.0. And on the other side, we have a Linux client machine with the hostname station1.example.com, IP address 192.168.0.2 and the running Linux OS is rhel 8.0. So what I'm going to demonstrate to you, I'll configure server machine act as a Linux Samba server. Then I'll make some share file folders on that server, and after that I'll try to access these share file folder from Linux client machine using auto mounting services. Okay, so this is our lab scenario. So let's begin the lab session. Okay, so I just clear the screen, and guys, this is my Linux terminal and currently I am on the server side. So firstly I will show you the host name, IP address and the running OS release version of this machine. So the command is hostname ctl. Look at that, the machine name is server1.example.com and currently I am using Red Hat Enterprise Linux 8.0. and if I talk about the IP address, we have the option hostname -i command and we have the IP is 192.168.0.1. So we have to follow few steps to configure this machine acting as a Linux Samba server. First step is to install Samba server package on the server side. So for this I use yum utility, and remember yum repository should be properly configured. So I have already configured it. If you find some difficulties, you can view my earlier videos from my Linux playlist where I have already uploaded the video how to configure the yum server in rhel8. So the command would be yum install and Samba common and one more Samba client. Okay, so these three packages we have to require. Press enter. Okay, it's preparing, installing. Take a little bit some time. It's verifying. Okay, it's successfully completed. So let's verify the install package entry using rpm query command. So we can go with the rpm query and the package name is as Samba. So once I press enter, okay, the package is successfully installed. Now move to the next step, which is create secure Samba share folder and allow permission to access it from the client side. So for this we have to make Samba user first. So the command would be user add -M, username could be anything. In my case I'm using Bob, and assign login shell /sbin no login. I didn't want to assign the login shell, so I say go with no login. Okay, once I press enter, here capital M represent do not create the user home directory, while small s represent the name of the user login shell. In my case, that is has been no login. Okay, now add this user to the Samba database and set it password. So for this, I run the command smb passwd -a, that means adding, and the username, that is Bob. So password is, assign the password, say 123. Okay, retype 123. Great. So smb password command is used to set Samba user password. Now we need to create a group for Samba user. So the command is group add, assign the group name, could be anything. In my case, I'm saying secured. Okay, and now add the Bob user in this group. So the command is user mod user modification capital G, that means secondary group, and the group name is secured and the username is Bob. Okay, now it takes some time. Okay, completed. Let's verify the entry using groups command. So we have the option, we can run groups and the username Bob. Okay, now we can see Bob is the member of secured group. Now create the directory for the Samba sharing. So just simply run the command mkdir directory name, could be anything. In my case, I'm using /linux. Let's verify the SNX status first. So we have the command se status, and see currently it's enable and currently it is in enforcing mode. So let's verify the SNX contents of Linux directory. Say ls-Z-T and the directory name is /linux. So you can see it's default underscore t. Now I'm going to set the Samba context, otherwise Linux will block the access of Samba share directory. So for this, I use the command chcon, change context -t, and Samba underscore share underscore t, folder name is /linux. Now let's verify the entry one more time, and here it is. It is showing the context as Samba underscore share underscore t. It's all set. Now set the group owner of /linux folder as per Samba share rule. So for this, I run the command chgrp, change group owner, and the group owner is secured and the directory name is Linux. Great. Now let's verify the entry. So ls-ld/linux. You can see user owner is root and the group owner is secured. Now just make some data file for the experimental purpose or testing purpose. Say go to the Linux, try to make a file using any editor. I prefer vim, and go to the insert mode, type some matter. I said I love Linux, save and quit from there, and move to the default location. Now move to the next step, which is configure Samba configuration file. So for this, we have to open etc Samba smb.conf. So this is the Samba configuration file. Now here, once I press enter, let me set the line number for you. Okay, now here we have to modify few lines as per our need. So let's modify the, first of all, work group name. Go to the line number 7 and work group name. So instead of Samba, use your own work group name. So I set work group for Windows environment. Okay, so I remove Samba and type work group. Great. Now save and go to the bottom, make a new line. Okay, and I'm going to define my Samba share entries. So started a brace and type share name, say at secure, SECURE, could be anything. This is a share name. Okay, then assign a nice comment. So comment would be for secure user only. Okay, now assign the path. Where is your directory location? Where is your share file folder location? So in my case, this is /linux. Okay, then assign the browsable permission. So I just copy the line number, less tapping, less mistake, more tapping, more mistake. So browsable, say no, I said it, in my case it is yes. Okay, then assign the user entry, so valid users @ secure. That means those are the member of secure group can access it. Okay, and required guest user, say guest only. I said no required any guest. Save, that's sufficient from my side. Now save and quit from this file and run the syntax test perm. Run the command test perm, check the syntax of this file. So once I press enter, see that this is my sharing homes printer prints and SCURE. Okay, this is required when we mount it. So press enter. Now everything looks good. Now finally restart the services. So command is systemctl enable which one, SMB services and NMB services -- now. Great. So we have done everything from server side. Now I'm going to move my client machine and try to access this Samba share. Okay, so here it is, my client machine. So I'm logging with root user first. Login with root, assign the password. Let's verify the host name, IP address and OS release version. So I say host name CTL. Look at that, this is station1.example.com and OS is rhel8.0. and if I'm talking about the IP address of this machine, so again I have the option hostname -i and the IP address is 192.168.2. So now for access the Samba share from here, firstly we have to install required some packages. The package is yum install Samba client. Okay, it takes some time, so just wait for a couple of minutes. Okay, it's successfully completed. Now first point is how to view the Samba share. So for viewing the Samba share, we have the command smb client and capital L for listing IP address of your server. In my case that is 1. So smb client, the command capital L for listing and list and view or discover and the IP address of the server. Now it asks for the root password. No need it. There is no need to give any password for view the Samba share. So just press enter and look at that. SCURE, type is DIX and for secure user only. Okay, so here we can see my Samba share name is visible and I can access it. So now for the temporary access, we can use secure username and the password using again smb client command. So smb client again /IP address of the machine 192.1/SCURE, that means your share name, capital U, that means user, and in my case that is Bob. So once I press enter, it asks for the Bob password. Assign the password, that is 1 2 3, press enter and here it is, I am logged. So if you run all the commands, you can go with the help, otherwise I'm simply type ls command and here is the test file. Okay, suppose I want to download this file, I have the option get command, get and test. Okay, it's downloaded and quit from there. So now if I run the ls command, here it is my test file on the station 1 and I can view it using cat command. Great. Okay, so this is the first method. I'm going to remove the test file. Now the point is how we can use Auto-Mounter. So for auto mounting we required AutoFS and CIFS util package. Okay, so first of all we have to install some packages. So go with yum install AutoFS for auto mounting and CIFS utils. So we require these two packages for auto mounting on Samba Share. Okay, now go to the Auto-Mounter configuration file, say auto.master. So guys, this is the main configuration file for Auto-Mounter, which is used to specify the mount point and the location of the map file. So once I press enter, look at that. Let me set the line number for you. Look at the line number 7. I just copy and paste one more time and just modify a few entries. Let me modify first, then I explain it. So I said Samba and slash etc auto miss and hyphen time out is equal to say 60. Okay, now save. So what is slash Samba? Slash Samba is a mount point where we need to define the directory on which our file system will be get mounted. Slash etc auto miss, this is the map file location where we need to specify the information about the share file server. Hyphen timeout, this is a time duration is after 60 seconds. If the file is not being in use, then automatically AutoFS will be unmounted the file system. Okay, one point we have to be note that slash Samba, this is the base of indirect Auto-Mounter. It will be automatically created when we start the AutoFS services. No need to create it manually. Okay, so this is the point we have to keep in mind. Now just save and quit from there. Simply we have to create a map file first. So go to the etc auto.master.miss file, that is miscellaneous, press enter. Okay, go to the bottom and just put a few entries, say mnt point, okay, hyphen fs type, that means file system type, in my case that is CIFS, and assign the username that is Bob. Okay, and assign the password that is 123 and the share location slash 192.168.0.1 slash secure. Okay, now let's try to understand these point. So what is MNT point? The first field entry is mount point name, could be anything. In my case I'm using MNT point. Second is file system type. Second field is the file system type. In my case this is CIFS with the Samba user and the SMB password. Now here we have the choice. If you didn't want to assign the Samba user and the SMB password, we can create and use local credential files where we store the username and the password, and we can call that file location from here instead of writing username and the password. Okay, but I prefer username and the password. It's totally optional, choice is up to you. Now third field is Samba CIFS share path. So it's look good. Save and quit from there and systemctl enable AutoFS hyphen now. Okay, good. So cd slash type ls and look at that, here's the Samba. So SAMB Samba, press enter, type ls, nothing is there, so type mnt mount point, press enter. Okay, I got some error. Okay, it could be ignored. Let's see, type ls, here it is. So here it is my test file, whatever the file is in on my Samba server side. So I just simply copy that file and paste it where you want. Suppose I want to paste it in my root location, and go back in the root and type ls, look at that, and type test. So I can run the mount command to view the Samba share mount activities. Say mount pipe grep CIFS, look at that. So after 60 seconds completed, it will be automatically unmount the file, unmount the sharing if it is not in use. So guys, this is how we can work with the Linux secure Samba Auto-Mounter services in rhel8. And finally, this is the end of this topic. Hopefully you enjoyed and learned new things. Soon I will come up with another new interesting topic. Till then, keep practicing. If you feel something I have missed or you wanted to know more something else, please leave your comment and subscribe my YouTube channel for more updates. And if you like this video, please do not forget to like, share and subscribe my channel and press the bell icon button for the latest update. Thanks for watching. Stay safe and goodbye.